Hi guys, welcome back to the Cocktails and Culture podcast with myself, Brigethia Arai.
And I'm Benjamin Coy.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back, y'all. We are so happy to be here. Episode 2. Season 4. How you doing, Brigethia?
I'm doing good. I feel gratitude today because we were in this space when we did our pictures for season 4.
Yes.
And we're back again.
And big shout out to the Madison Hotel here in DC. Please make sure when you're down in DC, please stay here. It's so beautiful. And we'll get into more of the things they can provide. But thank you for having us here also.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
And we're just grateful to be here.
Grateful to be here. I said earlier, a rose that grew from concrete. Started in our homes, and now we're at the Madison.
Come on, Rose in Harlem.
How fabulous. I know what I'm not. That's not the song, is it? Anywho.
Oh my God. You know you don't be knowing none of the songs, baby.
Nothing at all. But since our last episode 1, we had 2 birthdays.
We did. Oh my God, we did.
Yeah. What are you feeling? New Year, 31. What's the tea?
Wait, that was before my birthday?
That was before your birthday. Because then right after you went off to Bali.
Yeah. Yes, I turned. Well, actually, well, they already know how old I am. But, you know, I did turn 31. No, seriously. No, I turned 31. And I did go to Bali. That was a dream vacation for me. Yeah. And it was honestly so beautiful. I was just so relaxed. Mm-hmm. And it was so far away. Like the time was messing me up a little bit, but it was so amazing. I did I faced my fears. Mm-hmm. I did the Bali swing and it was so high up in the air. And that was absolutely, I was about to not do it. And I was like, girl, you came all the way here. You about to do it today.
Exactly. I'm glad you did.
So, I did it and I was really proud of myself. And it was so much fun. So I'm proud of myself. So what did you do? Because you look like you recently, now I need to go back on vacation. This was in April. You just came off the boat.
Literally just came off the boat. I went to a cruise. I went on a cruise for my birthday with my best friend David. Big shout out to all the tourists in the building. We went to the Bahamas. Ooh. Wanted a tan, got that tan. I'm feeling very springy. I'm feeling very refreshed. Yes. It is such a blessing actually to be able to pause and literally not do anything. I was able to unplug literally. I was not on social. I was not doing work. And I stopped all my projects, not just my 9 to 5, everything. I was like, y'all, I need a moment. Took that moment and it was everything.
Because I most definitely got his away. Okay, not the personal email, got the away.
Yes, I put an away memo on every email, letting y'all know, please, give me some time. But it was everything. My first cruise also. So please go check out my recap on my socials. Get that drink package. It was everything. I enjoyed myself. Yeah.
Well, yes, we are well rested. We're back. Y'all know we be on the go doing many things. So we both needed a chance to just reset. And now we're back.
We're back.
Better
than ever.
Yes.
Now let's get into the things, baby. We are at the Madison, but of course, before we get into the culture, we must get into the cocktails.
As always.
Provided by the Madison Hotel in DC. We have 2 cocktails today that we're trying. So big shout out to them.
Yes.
So when you're in the area, don't just come stay. Come to the bar as well.
Yes. Tell them that Cocktails and Culture podcast sent you.
Most importantly.
So what we always show you obviously a cocktail, but today we actually have a cocktail and a mocktail.
Oh, yes. I love the inclusion.
Yes, inclusion for y'all sober folks. We're not there yet, but one day we will be. But yes, okay. So the first drink we have is perfect for morning.
Okay.
So it's called a Cafe Negrini. And
Negroni.
Excuse me. Negroni.
Because
we grown. Yes. So this drink is St. George Botanical Vodka, Caperni, Cafe Brigethia, and some vermouth. So this is very grown, honey. This is very grown. So this is basically like a cute little espresso vibe.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. So let's see what it gives with a little orange peel. I could taste the orange for sure.
I'm tasting the coffee.
And the coffee. The coffee actually got a little tiny sweetness to it, actually, to me.
Ooh, there's a little bit of sweetness to it.
I love that, though, because it's actually pretty good. And it don't have, isn't no cream. Like the espresso have the, what's the name?
It's good.
This is actually pretty good. I'm surprised I actually like this because, you know, I don't... Espresso martinis are good, but...
I was scared because of the Negroni part. Mm-hmm. But maybe the coffee is biting that. Maybe. I like that.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good.
Okay.
So make sure you guys give this a try if you come to Madison.
Okay, and then the mocktail, darling, is the Cloud 9. Okay, so this has sea lip spice, rosemary syrup, lime juice, cranberry juice. It is shaken and strained, and it is garnished with a rosemary garnish.
Okay. Oh, cheers. Sorry. Cheers. Look at me just trying to drink.
Okay. Oh, this is delicious.
Oh, yeah.
This is really refreshing.
What else does it remind me of?
It reminds me of a mule. I think the garnish is giving me that, like...
This is cute. But I will say...
this is good.
For them, listen, I respect them.
Don't do it. I'm just about to go there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen, put some respect on the mocktail and the sober community.
Just get you some juice. For real.
No, but that's no fun.
It's not fun. No.
If I go out to the club and I want to be at the club.
But realistically, you know what? No. Actually, if y'all want a mocktail, get you a mocktail. I'm not going to judge y'all. But I just feel like, you know.
I understand.
You know, like, okay, you're going to buy the mocktail and you're going to spend, like, whatever money.
Well, living in D.C., honey, the mocktail is going to be the same price as the cocktail.
That's what I'm saying. So you might as well get the liquor.
Soda, so you might as well just go ahead and do everything.
That's what I'm saying. But this is a mocktail. This is good, though. This is
very delicious.
This is cute.
Now, I will finish this, but I'm going to keep... I'm going to keep that, what's the name? The Negroni close by. All right, honey. Let's get into the culture, get into the things. What are you streaming? What have you been streaming recently?
Recently, I have been reading more, right?
Hey,
so your girl has been reading.
Come on.
Yeah, she has. She has been reading a little bit. So I have been reading The Matriarch by Tina Knowles. Mm-hmm. So that has been really good, kind of feeling what's going on with the girls, you know what I'm saying? Really getting into who Miss Tina is outside of her identity of Beyonce and Solange's mom. So that has been good. And I also recently started... Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan, which is like a romance novel. So it has been, I just started it, but so far so good. So I've been, you know.
We love that.
Yeah, it's really cute. Okay. What about you?
You know, for the first time ever, y'all, I've actually been streaming shows and not just music this time. What do we watch together? The 4 Seasons?
Oh, yes.
On Netflix? Or is it 4 Seasons on Netflix? Whatever. It's with Coleman Domingo, Tina Fey, the guy from The Office.
The rest of them.
Don't do him. It was
Coleman
really
is
good.
On it. That's the most important part. And Tina.
Coleman and Tina, and they actually stole the show.
Yes.
Well, it was their show, to be honest. But very good. I'm coming back from vacation, so I'm catching up on The Housewives, which we'll get into too. Catching up on Beyond the Gates. Let's see what else. And then, of course, streaming my regular music. Yeah. You know, y'all know I'm a creature of habit, honey. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no. So it's been a lot of cute streams.
Yes.
So let's get into it. A couple of little Bravoland.
Let's go to Bravoland. Okay, y'all. By the time y'all hear this and see this, we have a new show already coming out. Actually, before I even go there, Bravo did a huge blitz of announcing a couple of new shows, and we're gonna get into a couple of them. Next Gen is already out by this time, but y'all see this. Please, please, please watch it. It's really fun. It's a new spin on our reality TV shows. The draw is that it is Gen Zers, I should say. They're all Gen Z.
I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe.
Because Gen Alpha is too young to be drinking in New York and all those things. So it's a whole bunch of Gen Zers, but the draw is that they're the kids of like your favorite, quote unquote, Real Housewives. So Ariana Bierman, which is Kim Zolciak, her daughter's on there. Kandi Burruss' daughter, Riley Burruss, is on there. Who else do we have? Brooks Marks, with his Meredith Marks' son. Yes. He's on there. Gia Giudice. They're all on there. And then have a couple of newcomers as well that are like big in the New York scene and on social media. So that premieres on the 27th. It's already out. Go watch.
So question. So everyone's parents are not from Bravo, I don't think, right?
Right. No, not everyone's parents.
Because I don't know all of them.
And there's also Ava Dash. I missed her. Damon Dash's daughter. She'll be on there.
Yeah.
And then everyone else, like Amira Despain, she's a beauty editor for Paper Magazine, and I think she was also a Victoria's Secret model, Georgia McCann, Hudson McLeroy, Charlie Zakour. They're all like just up and coming folks in the area, in the scene, doing all the things. So make sure y'all tune into it. We need these new shows.
Yes. We need one in DC.
We need one in DC. Listen, I'm going to keep advocating because we're more than just the capital. There's arts and there's culture here. Please.
Yes.
Anyway.
Look at us.
Atlanta. Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? We called it.
What, the
friendship debacle.
Yeah.
We called it.
We did.
Go back into that first episode.
Yeah, we did. I think definitely, well, yeah. I think the last episode so far that we've watched,
yes.
I think there has been, we obviously seen the debacle of the friendship with Shamia and Portia.
Yes.
And I think that's just continuing to show, and in real life, like, because also they've had some situations on the internet, like, well, Portia trying to call out Shamia, like, it's just
what
drama.
What is that about?
Like, yeah, so I think it's unfortunate, but I think Shamia has been holding back. I think people have mentioned to her, because I feel like Candy has said it before, even on TV, like, she's not your friend, like, she doesn't even show up for you, like, she didn't go to her wedding, and I guess initially she told Shamia that she didn't go to her wedding because, like, I don't know, like, she had an excuse. But then now she said on camera that she didn't go because she was, like, mad at her about something, which is like, girl.
She said, I didn't know we had a problem.
Yeah, like, I don't know. How would you feel if your best friend, like, if I didn't come to your wedding? Like, that's kind of like, I mean, unless you on your deathbed or something.
And you better be on that deathbed.
Like, how you not going to go to your best friend's wedding?
Yeah. I feel you, Shamia. That honestly, for me though, girl, that low-key would have been it. Y'all know
like, hello?
We wouldn't have talked after that. Like,
I think Shamia let a lot of stuff slide.
Too many things.
I don't know. Like, she let a lot of things slide.
You have to wake up out of that people pleaser mentality.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you realize that folks are not reciprocating, I'm not saying abandon them, leave them, but I hate lopsided friendships.
Yeah.
You have to, like, it has to be an equal partnership. We are friends. And I use the term friend very lightly, to be honest.
I guess with time, it was just, I don't know, because I definitely understand how sometimes you could let things slide, sometimes in friendships, sometimes that could happen sometimes, but like, it's so many things that have happened with them. And you could tell that Shamia probably was just sweeping under the rug, like, just like moving on from it. And she wasn't being honest about her hurt. Yes. And then, obviously she shared with some of the other girls on the cast. And I don't know how I feel about that. Now, I don't really I feel like you should tell her.
I feel you, Shamia. I do give chances too. Let me say that I'm not just cutting everybody off with scissors all the time. But I give people chances too. But it comes to a point where you have to really sit yourself down and look at what's going on. I also took offense to her sharing it with the cast before sharing it with Portia, because I do feel like, damn, if you would have been talking to everybody else, why not just come to me? But at the same time, I also feel that clearly the reason that Shamia feels that way is because she never had that space to come to Portia and be like, this is what's actually going on, and trying to be heard. And like we haven't seen the whole new episode yet, but there was a clip of them sitting down and basically demonstrating that, where Shamia was trying to say what she had to say, and Portia like fans it off. And I'm the same person. If you fan it off, okay, that's it. It's fanned off. I'm done. I'm never talking to you again. Yeah. So like, I understand that part. I also hate that the girl's being messy, which I guess is the show. Yeah. But like, just let them have their conversation.
Why you had to go back and say something? But it's just messy.
She did not have to go back and say something.
And then Kelly went and said something too. It's just like, girl, y'all just let them handle it. It's like, remember how when Potomac, when Mia and Joss, what's her name? Jocelyn?
Exactly.
Girl,
Jacqueline,
yeah. When they were having their disagreement, and honestly, a lot of the girls was like, y'all friendship is like a real friendship. Like, we don't want no parts. Like, y'all, it's like sisters. Like, no, y'all need to figure that out. Don't tell us. Y'all need to talk. And I think that's kind of the same things you kind of have to. That's looks like if you're one of your friends arguing with their sibling. Like, you supporting your friend, but at the same time, you like, no, y'all handle that, because I don't want to get into the middle, because y'all are family.
That's what you've done for.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's unfortunate, and I don't even know if I could say that I hope that they work it out, because I don't feel like Portia. I think Portia is one of those people that is self-absorbed in what she has going on, and she's not really like locked in on what her friends or people around her. Like, you can tell when people are talking about themselves, Portia be like in La La Land. Like, I don't know what she be doing. Like, she's so in her head about her own things, and it's like, you talking about going through a divorce, but Shamia also is like her miscarriages and all types of stuff.
You haven't seen her show up in any of those support roles for her in the show recently.
You're not the only person going through something, and I think people need to understand that. Like, we all are battling with different things or going through things, and all of us are dealing with things. So you can't just be so self-absorbed that you just think you're the only person in the world going through stuff.
That's what
so.
So it's not. So excuse me. With that being said, it's not easy. I mean, it's easy for me to see or believe the rumor that she did not want Shamia to be a housewife.
Yeah.
Because the way that she said it to Angela, Portia said it to Angela, was like, "Oh, she was certainly on my list of housewives." Da da da. But the way that Shamia had that conversation was Shamia was asking her, "Did you say this?" And then it came out. So I don't know. I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah, but I guess we'll see how the story goes. I mean, apparently, obviously, we can see through the last things that happened on social with them. Yeah, it seems like they're still kind of in the same place, and they both cried about.
So they're maybe okay.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So they're well. Shout out to Charlemagne though, real quick. Which I do not hold on. Which I do not do normally, but this is the reason why. Shout out to Charlemagne. He asked Shamia specifically if that was being elongated for the storyline. I do love a messy queen. Okay, my bad.
He is a
messy
queen.
He said, he was like, so do you think this is actually like, is this real for real? And Shamia said it's real, but I will say, low key, high key, her response was a little slow. It was a little stuttered. So that kind of gives me pause.
So you think they might be doing it for the show?
Maybe, possibly. I mean, the girl, Portia can't film in her house.
Got a story
she don't want to, she elongating this thing with Drew. Yeah. So
it could be. Could be.
But I hope that that's what it is and that they're going to come back together eventually.
Well, girl, we'll see. Let's get into Rhode Island. What's going over in Rhode Island?
So again, back with the Blitz, that the Real Housewives, that Bravo released. Now we have new Real Housewives show. Oh, wait, really quickly. The Real Housewives of Miami is coming back on June 11th. So make sure y'all tune into that in a couple of days.
Oh,
darling, just make sure y'all tune in a couple of days. Please lock in. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
Yes.
The Real Housewives of Rhode Island is coming out, y'all. There's also the Ladies of London. There's also...
I want to hear about that one. Ladies of London?
Yeah, especially the Real Housewives of London, but Ladies of London. Then there's...
Now, how they choose Rhode Island? That's just so random. I mean, shout out to Rhode Island.
Shout out to Rhode Island.
I've never been to Rhode Island.
But Rhode Island is the States. There's not a city named Rhode Island in Rhode Island. I've never said Rhode Island in so many sentences, in so many minutes, like as much as I just did it. Rhode Island. That's a tongue twister. Rhode Island, yes. Rhode Island, Rhode Island. Anyway, Rhode Island is coming out. Why do we need that? I don't know. The girls asked for Chicago. We asked for Houston. We asked for not Rhode Island. But I'm going to be open.
Well, apparently Andy says that it is going to be very Italian, and then we're going to be all so surprised, and it's just going to be big personalities and all types of things.
So is New Jersey closing, or is New Jersey going out of business? Because
maybe.
Well, I'm not really.
Are you going to watch?
I'm not going to. I'm going to experience it for the first 3 episodes. And I will make my decision from there.
I don't even got 3, babe.
I'm going to give them 3 because I feel like the first one, if the first one don't hit,
Well, you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe. I don't know, girl.
But it was also, listen, my favorite blogger, Mr. Housewives, released a teaser about who may be on the show. I'm already not really attracted to any of the ladies that are on the show. I mean, that are supposed to be filming right now. I'm not really, so this might change, y'all. You know how I do. But I'm not really feeling it. I'm not too excited. From what I saw, there's no black people.
Do black people live in Rhode Island, though?
Girl, we're everywhere.
I mean, I don't know a black person that lives in Rhode Island. I'm just being honest.
We're everywhere. And
we are, but I'm just saying it's a population of black people. Let us know in the comments.
If you're from Rhode Island and you black, big shout out to you. Yeah. Let us know that you're down there. And will you be watching that show?
Yeah, will you be watching?
Yeah.
I would love to see, just really quickly, what you said you would like to see Houston.
Okay. The people were asking for Houston and Chicago. Okay. I would like a Chicago. Wait,
what they did Duval?
Actually, if they did go to anywhere other in Florida, actually, I'm not gonna hold you. There is an area in Duval. Well, it's not really in Duval. In the Jacksonville area, it's called Ponte Vedra.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
Ponte Vedra is the Potomac of the Jacksonville area.
Right.
And I feel like if they did come for another franchise, the Real Housewives of Ponte Vedra would be hilarious. I think it'd be really good. Yeah. Andy, get it on there.
Yeah, I want to see something.
And give my credits. Concept by Benjamin Coy.
Okay, so next we have the Love Hotel, which is new on Bravo, that has Giselle Bryant, Ashley Darby, Sutton's like,
Shannon from Orange County and Luann from the
Luann
original.
Is hilarious, to be honestly.
Luann is hilarious regularly. I tried to watch the sitcom or the show she did with her best friend. It was cute, but Love Hotel.
Yeah, Love Hotel, you know, they canceled Summer House Martha's Vineyard, which was the black version of Summer House, where we seen like a full ensemble black cast, and it was so fun. And they put it on pause still, and it's been over a year at this point, I think. Because I feel like they would have been an airing right now because they would have filmed last summer. It would have been airing. But, you know, that's unfortunate. And I feel like we need Summer House, like, come on, Bravo. Like, we need Martha's Vineyard back.
Yes.
Like, a lot of black people didn't even know that, like, black people actually go to Martha's Vineyard.
Exactly.
Like, it's actually a thing. Like, the Black Film Festival in August, like, it's really a big thing. And I think that was just new territory for us to be able to see. Because if you didn't, I feel like some black folks obviously know about it because they go, but it's like a certain... Yeah. Like upper class black people go to Martha's Vineyard for like summer vacation or whatever, spring break, because I ain't never go to no damn Martha's Vineyard, baby. I mean, it's at a price point that is not, you know. But I first of all, I'm really upset that the Love Hotel is what replaced it's
Summer
like,
House.
come on now.
Let's start there. I do not really want to see Giselle and Ashley's love situations on Potomac, so I did not need a full show of it. Let's be for real. There could have been some other ladies that maybe that I would be attracted to be on the show, like a Marlo Hampton. Yeah, I think that would have been a thing. Been good. Yeah, but like
they're on there playing. For real.
They
especially
on their plan is
like,
they trying to be I Love New York, Flavor Flav, and it's just not that. I'm sorry. I did not want a Love Island of the Housewives. And then because it replaced Summer's House as like an extra sting. That was like, this is what I wanted, this is what you gave me. I'm like upset. And then again, back to the blitz of new shows. If you look, there's no like black centered shows.
It's not.
The only ones that we have on Bravo still are Potomac and Atlanta, right? There are black people on other franchises and other shows, but like
Garcelle been the only black one for mad long.
Garcelle is done, so now it's just Boz.
So
Bose, my bad girl, my bad. So I'm not. I don't know Bravo.
Yeah, I feel like the ladies that they picked to be on it, I just, like you said, I think it was just kind of like boring. Like, ask some of the other, you know, and it's like, to me, watching the show, because I have been watching, like, it's cool, like, it's okay to like a quick little watch, but I will say, like, watching, it would have been nice to see like a mix, because it's like certain people, first of all, Giselle and the other two ladies are all older.
Yes.
So clearly, the older guys gonna go with them, and then they gonna push the young guys to Ashley. Like, you know, like it's just an automatic thing. It's like, okay, that's just like on a show where you know the black people gonna date the black people. Like on Love Island, when it be two black people, it'll be a black girl and a black guy. People just gonna automatically be like, oh, the black people gonna go out. Yeah. Like, you know, like it's just like, I don't know.
And that's why I didn't like, why I don't really like the show for real, because Ashley don't need no help finding love. I mean, you know, she's young, she's cute, she's out here doing her thing. I feel like she couldn't still, the way that she was dating on the show, she can still go out there and do her thing. I feel like
like the older people needed help?
Not needed help. I don't want to say needed help. I don't want to say needed help. But
Ashley is
it made more sense for the older ladies.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of weird. I don't know. This sounds a little ageist now. My apologies. But it's weird. It is weird.
It's weird a little bit. And Giselle wasn't really liking none of them guys. Like, so far, she's just playing. Like, you know, she's just playing around. It's just like, girl, okay.
That's why we need somebody real, you know. Anyway, girl, speaking of love.
Oh, Lord. Not speaking of love.
Speaking of love, relationships, all those things. Listen, it's summertime. You got a summer bae?
Huh?
Ooh.
I ain't say yes or no.
Well, I have been back in the dating pool recently, or trying to, and it's been an interesting feat. I get a lot of notes. Sounds weird, but I get a lot of feedback that I am very self-aware. Okay. And so, which I am. Yes. Very self-aware, very outwardly. I do know a lot about myself.
So you have contenders, or is it like a starting five?
A starting five is crazy.
What's wrong with that?
Starting five is crazy. I have what did Tina Knowles say? She said, "Are you dating someone?" She said, "I am seeing someone actually." I have people that I talk to. Okay. People is crazy. I have, no, to answer your question. I am still single.
What? I'm so confused.
I'm single, so if you have any ideas,
you're open, you're dating. Right?
I'm open,
dating.
I'm
yes,
dating.
We're dating.
I do have a long criteria list, which, you know what, we need to get a dating coach on here so we can talk about these things. But and to the self-awareness point, there are some times where I'm like, damn, maybe I'm a little too self-aware. Maybe I'm a little too honest. Mm-hmm. So have you ever been in a relationship or been in a situationship, whatever, where you your self-awareness got in the way? Because maybe I feel like that sometimes stops me from.
Yes. Y'all know I don't play. I don't have time for the games, okay? Seriously. Listen, it's Judge Judy. I'm so sorry. It just is what it is.
But have you ever, self-aware. Has it ever been a problem, though? Do you ever realize that your self-awareness was?
I mean, yeah, probably to the guy, not to me. Ooh. Because I feel like when you're dating someone, they know if they could play with you or not.
Yes.
And it's like they know if they got to come correct. Like, you already know I'm not
And yeah.
But you could be maybe too self-aware sometimes. Okay, girl, just live in the moment a little bit.
I think
maybe it could be that. Yeah.
To be fair, I think my self-awareness comes off as strict, and it's because not strict, but it's because I do get aggravated. When it's the same thing. So and I'm working on that. I did say last episode I'm a quick cutter offer. I am.
Yeah, it's over with.
But yeah, it is.
Because it's one thing I just want to say is that I feel like men and women, no matter what you date, everybody say they want the same thing, but how? Yes. Somebody lying.
Well,
how we all want this relationship and all that, but everybody playing.
Okay, no, that's fair. I think we have social media now, and I think that opens up people's quote unquote awareness of the amount of people that they think they can get at. So maybe people are just never satisfied because there's always gonna be someone who's finer than whatever on social media that you think you have access to. So I feel like if we did not have social media that had access to so many other people in the world and we just had people that were in our locale, I feel like it would be just a little easier. Now, on the other side, because there's always a both and, people be out here being dumb. And I can't with the stupidity. I can't with the games. So it's a give or take. But I think that is a thing.
Yeah. I think it's if we all want what we say we want, then it's well, then what's going on?
But maybe you don't want it in the people that you have around you is the thing. And then we also, to my point about being a quick cutter off, we also sometimes don't give people the time or the chance to do it. I think also, now I'm getting my soapbox. I think also there's a lot of trauma, in being open and being vulnerable with people. When you're getting to know them, I'm thinking about going on my cruise. It was so much fun. I was, like I said earlier, I was off social media. Pretty much everybody was off social media on the boat. So it was easier to connect with people because you didn't have that access to the outside world.
Right, so you have to.
You had a better time. You had more fun. You could really just release your inhibitions for real and enjoy yourself. And I feel like when we get into the dating pool, we're so caught up in we is crazy. But folks are so caught up in how I look, how I come off. How am I going to impress this person that, is also looking for the same thing in me? So I feel like that's kind of what keeps part of that away, is what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. Dating is hard.
It's difficult. It's hard, because you have to.
It's a job.
Open your, and baby, I have enough 9-to-5s. I don't need my dating life to be a 9-to-5 as well. I would just love a partner to come in and just take that ease off. That's what I
knock on the door.
I want to knock on the door and be like, Benjamin, I'm here for you. That's what I want. That's what I would like. But also, you have to put in your own work, which I'm constantly doing every single day. So
are you gonna try to not be as self-aware, or what are you?
No, I'm gonna always be self-aware, baby. I can't turn that off.
Well, I mean, like the point of you saying like cutting people off quickly, like you're gonna try to be more like.
I think I'm gonna be more but I think I will just be more intentional about the chances that I give. Like if I really do see the potential, which I'm no longer dating potential, you have to be presenting something in front of me.
Yeah.
But if I see more and I like can see you working towards it, I see your actions that are getting there, then yes, I will, continue to explore. But like for the most part, I'm gonna keep it how I've been doing, child. Keep it how I've been doing.
I agree with those sentiments.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
But what I'm trying to move out of though is the situationships and going into a relationship.
So how long do you think a situationship should last until they asked you like to be official?
Okay, until they ask you to be official. Now, by official, do you mean titles are involved, or are we exclusive?
Like exclusive? Ain't that the same thing?
Well, yeah.
Y'all Gen Zers, y'all just do all this stuff, girl. It's we go together or not. That's how I feel.
Yes, but I feel like okay. So there's a point where you're dating, and you're talking to, you have your people that you're talking to. That's where I am right now. Okay. And then you find, maybe the one or two, that you're like, actually, I'm kind of serious about y'all. I kind of want to learn more. Y'all. Kind of want to decide where I want to go from here. And then you like have the conversation, okay, now we're just going to be dating each other.
Okay. That's a situationship?
Well, actually, no, because situationships aren't, I feel like they're not official.
Yeah, they're not. So I'm saying, how long do you think it should last before it's official?
I don't know. I do move really slow, so maybe I'm not really a good contender on that.
Because I guess it depends on if both of y'all could be potentially ready for that, Like, because if you're not ready and then that person's not ready, he's not ready, then it's like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
But I don't think it take that long to know if you want to be in a relationship with somebody. Like, if you really serious, like, you not in your, like, fun phase and you, like, start dating somebody, I feel like after, like, a good 2 months, 3, if you want to be in a relationship with a person or not, or you just want to have fun with them.
A full relationship after 2 months? I don't know about that, mama.
I think so.
Because I like to, like, I do date intentionally. I do date to marry. That's a funny word to say, but like I do date with the future. I know. I do date with the future in mind. I am very future forward. And because of that, I do need to see you in all seasons. Like I do need to see what's your range of emotions. I like to learn about the person before I become your boyfriend, because I feel like that is a different level. Like now we're like attached, and you reflect me, and I don't need you reflecting me if you poo, Maybe
we should take out the word situation. So I'm just thinking, I guess if you're dating somebody, y'all get to know each other, like how long does it take to say, let's actually get into a relationship now? Because I think situationship... Where I'm
actually your boyfriend.
Yes. I think situationship kind of makes things a little... toxic kind of... You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, let me top that off. I don't want a situationship.
Right. No,
I'm bypassing all of that. If I realize it's a situationship, I'm moving out of that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's never going to move. We're just going to keep being here. But from dating from the talking phase, dating, whatever, I think it gives like 6 months, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's the longest. I don't think girls be in situationships for 2 years.
Not me.
I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
Not me. Maybe when I was younger.
Yeah, but listen,
didn't really know what's going on in the world.
Know after like 3 months for real if he really want to date you for real.
I beg to differ and say it's a little shorter than that.
Yeah, well, 2 to 3 months, I think. A guy know, like, I ain't really trying to do all that with her, but she cool.
I go, well, okay, I guess because I didn't contradict what I would say. So I guess I do know, but then I'm still trying to test it. Maybe that's the issue.
Right, but you still know, like, okay, I can see a future with this person. I could date them for real, be in a relationship.
But the next 4 months are like, okay, now is let me really like prove my hypothesis.
Yeah,
very scientific on it. Yeah.
So let's talk ego. What?
Ego.
So what role do you feel like it plays into like your own mess sometimes? Like your ego, does it get in the way in relationships for you? Like do you he has to call you, he has to text you first? Like how do you feel about that? Are you gonna approach if you're out?
I don't approach if I'm out in public, but that historically is like safety reasons, let's be honest. From my perspective, I don't really, listen, I don't want to go there. But yeah, I really don't approach in person. Online, I also usually mostly don't. I'm getting out of that though. We'll see how that goes. I'm kind of liking it though. But the ego thing, I don't think so. I think if I like you for real, I don't care that I text you 5 times. I will double text. I will double call. But also, I am a do not disturb warrior. So I'm also in my own world too.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I would like you to call me. I like when you like me more than I do.
I know. You know what's crazy?
I appreciate that.
My aunt always told us that, like, all the girls, that the guy should like you more.
Yeah.
And I agree. I feel like, I mean, you gotta like him some too. But I feel like
I guess
as a girl, if you like the guy more, I just feel like it's just not gonna work for you, babe.
Yeah, because then I don't like the nonchalance.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. You got like that. He definitely got like you more. Yeah, I'm not approaching nobody. Like I'm just not doing.
Now that is a difference though. I will double text. I will call. But when I realize or I start to feel that I'm annoying you or bothering you, then I'm never talking to you again. Yeah. And that is on my grave. If I get that feeling, I am never talking to you again. Yeah. That is the last text. That's the last.
I feel like the only way, me personally, that I'm like really gonna be like double texting and all that is probably if we're like in a relationship or like we're heading to that. Cause cause I'm being, and maybe that is ego a little bit, like or pride or something like that. But I could be thinking about the person, and that's something I think I do need to work on though. Yeah. I could be thinking about the person like, but it's like. No, he always texts me first. He always call me first. So I'll just wait till he call me.
But then
that's not good though.
That's what I say. Take it for the guys a little bit. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? Why he can't get a little call, a little text, so that you care a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that makes him like you even more because he's like, oh, this girl's serious. She's calling me. You know, maybe we like to be loved too. We want a little affection, a little love.
I feel like I do give affection, but maybe I think I do.
You know what? And maybe I do the same thing. Maybe I'm not affectionate enough. Someone did tell me I was strict, and that was actually really funny because I think I'm really fun.
Yeah. You know what? I think that I'm showing it, but maybe sometimes that's not actually happening. All right, so let's get into a game.
We love a good game.
Love a good game.
Let's play some games while I sip on this. Yes. Playing the thing.
So we have a new game. Let me take a sip too.
Yes, a new game. Mm-hmm. I love it.
We have a new game. So this game, since we're talking about relationships, this game is called Red Flag or Green Flag. Red Flag. So we're both gonna list some different scenarios, and we both have to say if we feel like this is a green or a red flag. Okay.
All right. The first one is you're getting to know a new guy, and he says that he doesn't have social media. Is that a red flag or a green flag? Can we clarify which social media platforms?
Like Instagram and stuff.
Okay, so he doesn't have Instagram?
Yeah, I don't like that a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be, but...
Well, let's be it, honey.
I don't know. Like, I be feeling like, okay, you really don't have social media? Like, be for real. Right. Is you lying?
No, for real. It's
like, come on now. I'm not saying you have the post.
Anything.
I'm not saying you have the post like that. Or share your whole life. I don't care if they don't be like, sharing like as much as maybe I would post or, whatever. But I'm not saying you have to do that. But so you telling me you ain't got nothing.
And actually, that's what I would prefer. I would love if you didn't have any. If you had no socials, that would be 10 out of 10. But
really? Okay.
It's not realistic. Yeah. But I would prefer you to not be...
But then it gets weird though with the social media stuff because I find that how like if you out and a guy asks for your number, you don't really want to give him your number yet. Yeah. You like follow me on Instagram, but then it'd be like I don't really like that either because it's like now you follow me on Instagram, it's too much access, and then now you're like, then if I don't text you back, you seen I posted on my story. It's just a lot.
That's why you have to learn your text now number by heart and just give that out, honey. That's what you got to do.
I forgot about text now. Maybe
okay, because sometimes I don't want to give you my Instagram, and I definitely want to give you my number.
But sometimes, also for safety reasons sometimes too.
Right, exactly.
I just be like, okay, you can have my Instagram because sometimes guys be doing too much.
But I feel like if they're
but
doing
then
way too much.
Yeah, I'm not giving my Instagram no more either. And then remember I told you before, like guys will be like, oh, like they'll ask me random stuff like, oh, do you like podcasts or something? Like, I got a damn podcast. Don't piss me off. Yeah. Or like, oh, it's just like you already know because you looked.
Okay, wait. Speaking of that, has anyone found your social media and then tried to talk to you?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like Instagram is a dating app, low key.
It is, has someone, okay, separately. Like, y'all didn't meet on social. Y'all met somewhere else.
Oh, and they found me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had that for. Oh wait, maybe I was telling too much business.
Girl, Shay,
scratch that part out. But anyways, I was out doing something.
Okay.
And the person like followed me, and then they were like, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like,
oh,
who? Like, how do you know me? Like, I'm confused, and I'm like, I don't remember seeing this person when we were out. And they were like, oh, I saw you like on my friend's page where you were at this event, and I was like, oh. And I'm like,
celebrity. No. Listen, I've been dating someone that I met somewhere else, and then he found my socials, and
I don't like it. It's weird.
It is kind of weird, but also like it's not hard to find me on social. So
I'm not hard either. And then like my name is literally Brigethia.
Yeah,
like, who else named
baby,
that?
we not hiding.
Like,
but it's also like, oh gosh, now you like.
It's like being perceived.
Yeah, and I don't want that. I just want to be regular. Because Benjamin. Okay, girl,
what's
the game, honey?
Anyway, next one. Sorry.
I forgot about the game.
Okay, so for me, that's low key a red flag. For you, it's a green because. Or is it a yellow? Like
he doesn't have any social media.
No
like he doesn't have a TikTok.
No.
Okay, that's a red flag.
I don't want him to have TikTok because I don't want him to be looking at my TikTok. Not that
I would prefer to have a TikTok over anything else, girl. Just laugh. Just have a good laugh.
I'd rather just see the pictures on Instagram. That's it.
Then you get my stems. When I start to say random things, I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, next one is your partner demands to know your location at all times and gets upset if you don't respond to their text immediately.
Red flag.
Red.
I mean,
I don't really care about, if we're in a relationship, I don't really care about them having my location though. But
if we're in a relationship, I don't care about that either.
That's like safety.
That is safety.
And I'm not being weird, like.
But if you're gonna be like demanding it,
right? Demanding.
I'm not giving you any. We're not in a relationship. We're not gonna get there because I would have already peeped that.
Yeah.
6 months in, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah, red flag.
Your partner likes and comments on all your social media posts. Well, what they saying? Are they doing too much?
Ooh, you look so good or whatever.
And it's my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's a green flag. If you're not doing too much though, keep it cute.
Yeah, I just want you to keep it cute.
Like, I don't like a little.
Me personally, and maybe this is my own issue. I don't really like PDA, and I know that's a little different.
Oh.
I don't like that. Like, and maybe something's wrong.
Yeah, I love PDA.
I don't like PDA.
Get in the comments, baby.
I don't like all that. So it's really not my thing.
Get in them comments, boo.
Okay. Next, your partner texts you throughout the day, even when you're at work or with friends.
The partner texts me throughout the day, but they don't. Okay. That's a green flag.
Yeah, I think that's cool. So you said it is a green flag.
It's a green flag. I mean, I feel like that lets me know that you're thinking of me.
The only thing I would say is that sometimes when you're in a relationship with somebody and if they're like, I feel like they really be doing stuff and they trying to be all on you. Like if you with your friends, they keep calling you and all that. Like I've had friends also go through stuff like that too. And it's just like, that's annoying. Like, girl.
No, certainly like a loving thing.
Yeah, like a loving thing. Not,
hey, babe,
not like trying to be.
I just went to Auntie Anne's and I got you a cinnamon when you get home. Like that kind of stuff. Not trying to ruin your night, trying to be controlling of no. Red flag for that. But green flag for if you get your cinnamon roll from Cinnabon. I love that. Randomly. I love love. Is this me? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, your partner starts using we and us a lot earlier in the relationship. We? Who is we? I don't speak French. It depends on what it is. It's a
little bit cute though.
Sometimes. Depends. But pump it with the future, with the we's and the kids and the we white picket fence, the house. We. I don't know about all that. You think that's
cute a little bit? I'm not saying the second 2 weeks after to y'all relationship, but like that's kind of cute.
I mean, if we in here for real. Okay. But pump the brakes for real.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 more.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, your partner only wants to talk about serious issues late at night when you're both tired. I'll say red flag, cause stop playing. My eyes about to close when you asking me about something like that we need to talk about when we both and up and at it. Not
pillow talk.
No, like if he want to talk to you about, I don't know, like something serious in your relationship, but he wait till like y'all both like about to fall asleep. Like he don't have a construction, conversation during the day where y'all both could be like, No.
It's a red flag. Mm-hmm. Can it be a yellow flag?
Yeah, a little caution.
It gives me pause. Mm-hmm. It gives me pause. But I do give you a flag for wanting to talk it out. I do love that.
Okay.
But if I'm really about to be in the bed, like I had a long day, I took my eyelashes off like Viola Davis.
Eyelashes.
Like if that's what it's given all the time, that's a little annoying.
Yeah. Okay. Last one.
My last one is. Oh wait, hold on. Ooh, okay. My last one is your partner is very private about their past.
Red flag.
Red flag.
I don't have time. Stop playing.
No, I don't like that. And there's a difference between not sharing your past or like opening up later on. There's two differences in that.
Yeah. I feel like you need to know. You got to talk about that stuff, you know.
Exactly.
Now, I don't think you need to tell your, this might
what?
be that. You should tell your person everything, but they don't have to know everything.
Okay, well, what shouldn't they know?
I don't know. I just think certain stuff, like, you don't have to tell them everything, or maybe you could get to it. It's not, I don't think it's lying. I just think, they don't have to know, like, when y'all first start, I just think when you tell the person, like, every little trauma or, like, limits. Oh, the relationship I had was horrible, they're going to use that against you.
Yes.
They'll be like, oh, well, your last person didn't do this. Okay. Yes. That had nothing to do with you. Nope.
And again, that's why I wait 6 months to see if that will come back around. Yeah, right. 100%.
100%.
I learned that the hard way. So don't do that. But also, just be aware. Just be self-aware. Have your own conversations. Girl, go talk to yourself in the mirror if you want to tell somebody something. How about that?
Period.
Okay.
All right.
This comes to the part of the episode we raise a glass to somebody. Who are you raising a glass to this week?
I'm going to raise a glass to Miss Tina Knowles, like I talked about earlier, because like I said, she was very, very vulnerable in this book. And I just appreciate it. I feel like I learned so much more about her past. And it kind of made me understand more of like my grandparents and stuff. Like, it's just certain stuff that they've been through, and that's the reason why they have viewpoints on certain things, or like they just been through so much. And like, I'm so appreciative. Like, they sacrificed a lot for us to be like in spaces, and I think that's why they're so proud of the things that we all accomplished, because it's like, their mothers or great grandmothers couldn't even imagine some of the things that we're doing. So yeah. I love that. I love her the vulnerability. So
I do too. I was listening to it on my I was listening to it on my cruise a little bit. First of all, she's hilarious. Mm-hmm. Her narrations, I love her voice. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate her vulnerability too, and like I feel closer to the Knowles family, closer really to my matriarchs in my life, because I get like you said, get a better glimpse of what they're going through. So shout out to them.
Matriarchs, yes.
I will raise a glass. Listen, by the time y'all are seeing this, actually, it's Pride Month. So happy Pride Month. Pride Month. Woo, 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 woo. And so I'm raising a glass to the leaders of the LGBTQ movement. We're out here, we're doing our things, we're making it loud and proud. We're going to continue to do that. There's a lot happening that we talk about all the time with y'all's president and all of the horrible legislation that they're trying to push past, both federally on the state and on the state level. Reminding y'all that there's so many leaders out there who are doing the work to make sure we get through these next 4 years and get to a greater why. So I'm raising my glass to all the folks on the ground in all the states, all the organizations who are fighting for LGBTQ rights, and not just those, but the ones that are fighting for the intersections that all of us live in all the time. So that's housing injustice, that's decriminalization, that's all the things. But shout out to them for doing the work. Thank you so much. And this Pride Month, make sure you go around, be as loud, be as proud. We need your visibility. This is not the time to hide. Do it safely, though. I will say that. It's World Pride in D.C. So, honey, I will be all around this big thing, turning up and enjoying life, because that's what you should do. Hang on to your joy. So big shout out to all of them.
Yes. Raising a glass to you guys. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, make sure you subscribe, like, share this video, comment below, and thank you guys so much for supporting us. Yes. Shout out to the Madison Hotel for being a partner with us.
And for these lovely cocktails.
Yes, for lovely cocktails, the hospitality, all the things. Make sure you guys go get you a room.
Yes.
Do a little staycation when you're visiting.
Yes, and most importantly, let them know that the Cocktails and Culture sent you.
Yes,
of course. Mm-hmm. Well, until next time, make sure you follow us on social media, all the things. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook.
Christian Mingo.
Yes, go find our profile on Christian Mingo and hit us up. Oh, and also, I forgot. we're introducing a new segment called Dear Bartender. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and send us your comments, send us your letters and your advice, and we'll respond to it live on the show.
Ask us for advice.
Ask us for advice.
Your confessions, messy moments, any fun happy hour stories, or girls trips, all the things. So
that's us.
Make sure you do that. But
until next time, cheers.
Cocktails and culture.
Bye, y'all.
Get it from my man,